एक से ही सर, एक से ही सर।
Now, big people are talking. XC. Okay, so we are starting from bottom up. Vardhan, you are not coming every day.
Sir, I was traveling.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, from today onwards I'll be regular because since I was traveling, I couldn't make it.
No problem, no problem. You are like Alankrita now. She is also traveling all the time. Okay,
Dubai.
okay. Where is this Bhumika Rudrapati? Is your presentation ready? Bhumika with you, Rudrapati is there, right?
No,
No, no, sir.
Okay, you
no,
group
not
of.
in my.
Okay. So Project XC.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead,
Uh,
introduce yourself. Who
yes,
all
sir.
are there? Raise your hand. Let people world know you guys do such kind of great work. Raise your hand, virtual one, so you will get the first.
Good evening to all the participants. We,
Right.
on behalf of Group
Right
C
there.
for this cohort 12, myself, Mr. Abdul Amjad, and our colleagues, Ms. Somita Basu, Mr. P. Bharat, Ms. Gitanjali Ajit, Ms. Sipra Rana, Mr. Pawan Kumar. We all, the whole day we have gone through these reports of Nestle 2024 ESG framework report. And through this presentation, we would like to, landscape the maps to global reporting frameworks, mainly GRI, SSB, TCFD, and BRSR. And also we will be identifying overlaps and determining which framework best serves Nestle sustainability reporting. So about Nestle, Nestle has a headquarter in Vevey, Switzerland, and it is the largest food and beverage company, having a footprint across 180 countries. They were started in 1866 with 2,000 brands. Some of them we know like Kit Kat, Maggie, Nescafe and all. So through the report, what we have identified, the environmental the report, and they have focused mainly in the environmental side, mainly on climate change mitigation and adapt. So in this, they have for them like they have taken care of net zero 2050 target and also a target of 2030. But the good part of this is they have already achieved a 20.38% reduction already achieved, for the target which they have set for 2030. In water stewardship, they have done a remarkable, achievements. They have saved around um, 8.2 million meter cube water benefits derived. In packaging and circularity, they have designed in such a way their products package so that 95% is recycled back. They have also done the reduction in virgin plastic of almost 21%. Regarding biodiversity and deforestation, they have uh, they have embraced regenerative uh, forest regenerative capacity and afforestation for the protecting the biodiversity. Regarding pollution and food waste, in the pollution part, they have made a mandatory to fix a COD around 120 milligram per liter for all the operation, and they have also have a tracking mechanism for food contamination or food waste. They use some software in that is SGSDG comply for tracing food contamination. In social part, workforce health and safety, they do lots of work on the workers' health and safety as well as stakeholders also, and they have a great diversity, inclusion, exclusive plan, equity inclusion plan for them, for the employees, for the workers, and they give lots of preference to women participation. So we in the report we have found around 47% of women representation in the management position. Also, they value living wage and child labor. Living wage means equal wages to based on the work, and they also have uh, uh, they have supported around 96,000 children in the uh, tagline of child labor. Regarding consumer and health and responsible marketing, their products are very up to the standards followed, like GFSI, Global Food Safety Initiative standards they follows. And also during the report, we seen that there is one famous disease called PKU. What happens when we eat any food? So the proteins get broken down into amino acid, which is energy power bank of the uh, energy food. So in some persons they don't this protein doesn't breaks into amino acid, so which can create a health hazard and a brain damage also. So they have made one wellness program for such people to maintain such a healthy lifestyle and bounce back to be a resilient in governance. They have a good transparent business conduct, and they have a whistleblower policy for anti-corruption, and uh, they also keep privacy of data, and they keep in mind that the data should not be lost. During the report, especially for double materiality assessment, they have identified 39 material impacts, risk and opportunity across the area, and most of them are relevant to their business model and KPIs. In the framework mapping, while going through the two reports, one was for annual report, another one was non-financial disclosure report. So we have categorized this according to the climate change. The some of the GRI standards which are aligned, the reports are aligned with, like is 301 for energy, 305 for emissions, 201 for financial implication. In SASP, like food, beverage, and processed food, 130A.1 that covers energy and renewable part. In energy, I have already told that they have a net zero 2050 target, and also they are most of the areas they are uh, they have already achieved 90% renewable energies. In TCFD, they have and the report is aligned with all the four pillars like governance, strategy, risk management, and targets and metrics aligned in horizons. Then they are also following the BRSR, since some of the plants are in India also. So as per BSR, the principle 6, it is aligned with energy and GHG matrix. In terms of water stewardship, the report is aligned with GRI 303, where water and effluents are, Then water scarcity area, you have to use water in a, very amicable way in order to, keep in mind of water conservation. And also effluent should be treated and the water should be recycled. In SASB, that food beverage PF 14005, there's withdrawn and consumed data are also mentioned in the report. Regarding TSFD, risk management matrix and water-related climate risk was also aligned and mentioned in the report. And for BRSR principle number 6, that is water consumption and effluent, was also mentioned in that. While looking into the report, we found that packaging and waste part, the GRI 301 material and 306 waste was also aligned with that. And SASB, FB PF4101 for packaging recyclability and reuse. This regarding this recyclability, they are adopting 5 principles of packaging like reduce, reuse and refill, redesign, recycle, and rethinking behaviors. Also in TCFD, they are also following BRSR P6 principle of circularity, waste, plastic packaging. They are also, the Nestle is also, we have co-chaired the International Plastic Treaty for, the using the less harmful or hazardous plastics in the products. Regarding social and governance issue, they are following, food and safety equality also. Like they are aligned with GRI 416 product safety and BRSR P9, that is customer value. Also, consumer health and market, the report was aligned around with GRI 417, marketing and labeling, and BRSRP9, responsible product and marketing. And human rights chain supply was also, aligned with this report, like GRI 408, 409, and 4014 also was, Then BRSR P5, that is related to human rights. So that was also mentioned in this report. So the overlaps and redundancy, what we have found here, like some of the frameworks where it is overlapping and creating potential for duplicating reporting. For example, like in GRI 2012, 302, 305, and TSFD strategy scenario risk regarding this water, packaging, food safety, marketing, human rights, and anti-corruption. Now, in some places it is getting duplicating. So in order to avoid this, Nestle can use a shared data set with multiple frame. As it in one of the GRI index, it is showing that index they have mentioned. So that can be shared as a single data set, and then it can be aligned with the multiple frameworks. This approach will ensure consistency in different reporting requirement. Regarding the GRI standards which they are following, we personally, going through the report, we found the strength of GRI in this report is a broader stakeholder relevance, and traceability of methods was very relevant, and pitfalls that like it's less comparable for investors. And then role is primary index and narrative frame anchored by KPI index. In SASB, what we found the strength was, results were very sharp, comparable KPIs for investors. But it should be paired with GRI in order to have a holistic approach. The metrics spine for capital market users were also very, prominent. Regarding TCFD strength, clear governance scenario, risk linkages, key metrics, all were followed in this. But only pitfall is it only climate focused. This TCFD is, and the role is climate risk disclosure or for financial planning or linkages. So what we found that Nestle's best fit combination will be GRI as the primary impact materiality backbone, and SASB for investor grade KPIs and climate risk governance with ESCRS, that is European Sustainability Reporting System, and CSRD style for double materiality governing topic selections. So the best fit recommendation by our team is like first we should select the topic, use ESRS or CSRD for double materiality to pick up and rank the topics and the financial materiality, and then report primarily with GRI for keeping in my mind of breadth and governance policies while cross-tagging KPI tables, and then integrate it into the climate risk part like strategy, uh, this enterprise risk management, and also the capex and the portfolio of the products. So this approach basically will provide maximum comparability and credibility, and minimizing the clear line of there will be clear line of sight for materiality part, and this report will is very useful for us. So overall, we found that Nestle report was one of the non-disclosure report we've gone through. It was 198 pages, and some of the things were repeatedly, in different frameworks. It was mentioned, so that duplicacy can be minimized. And one thing I want to say, like in India, especially for energy part, the dairy farmers who are associated with Nestle India, they are using biodigesters for a clean energy part. So for Nestle ESG, not only about responsibility, it's about resilience, trust, and long-term success. So this is all about a Nestle ESG report we want to share. That's all.
Very good. How many of you find it very informative? A lot of stuff was covered. Yeah, absolutely. Give him a clap, please. Either silent clap or the loud one, or
Thank
you
you.
can shout, "Whoa, good job done." Yeah, he has really done a good job. He summarized it really well, saying that they have a resilience in their report reflected very well. However, there are some comments and there are some inputs and there are some, you know, areas which you can definitely do better.
Yes.
First of all, what I liked about, let me tell you guys that what he did is without using Chat GPT mapping software, few of you got it from somewhere and used it. He did a justice to it. Of course, I have to see the output of those as well. He has gone to page by page and looked into GRI, SASB, TCFD, and BRSR reporting, pick out those pages and reflected his point of view. He rightly said GRI has given them the breadth, SASB has given them the financial relevance, and TCFD has given them the climate part. While of course BRSR is a India requirement and compliance, hence they have done. Forward looking, obviously he mentioned ESRS, right? That's what you were referring to. And
Yes,
double materiality is reflected. So Bhumika, Swamita, yeah, double materiality is covered in that document, which slowly goes to maturity, and that is coming from the European Union requirement. So when you will do tomorrow, when we will be tomorrow, we will be learning about the materiality. Make sure look into this presentation. Abdullah ji, you have to put this into the main group.
yes, sir. I'll put it, sir.
Now, area of improvement,
Yes, sir.
materiality detail, of course, is not expected at this point in time. But what you could have done is you could have listed Nestle top 8 to 10 issues. For example, packaging, nutrition. You talked about it. You could have just done the listing of those, water, scope 3, human rights, and tag the impact, financial or both, it is reflecting, right? That's what IRO, impact, risk,
Impact. Yes,
opportunity.
risk and opportunity. Yes,
Correct? You could have
yes.
reflected then and there. So people
Okay, sir.
who are not aware about ESRS or double materiality would have got benefited. Of course, it was not expected, not clearly asked.
Yes, sir.
Second, cross mapping you could have done a matrix showing GRI, SAS, BT, CFD, and BRSR how exactly each of this material topics are listing. That's the way you should have done. But whatever you have done, I am impressed, no doubt about it. And
Yes,
substantiation would have helped. So people to link it, for example, plastic neutrality they are talking about. What backup they have provided. If you could just highlighted one liner, right?
yes,
National India versus global comparison, etc., would have given a lot of insight into it.
yes, sir.
I liked it.
Yes,
ERSR,
sir.
ESRS, Swamita Bhumika were, cracking their head. So that is structure you have done really well. And I believe Swamita has worked on this. Um, idea of integrated ESG reporting system and got really well connected. That's why I asked Nestle to be read and discussed, right?
Yes, sir.
Because they have done that. Second report I have already mentioned is SBI Bank. They also does the similar
Yes, yes.
stuff in banking industry. India has specific disclosure like plastic neutrality, EPR, and BRSR. For next discussion, we will bring it in.
Yes, sir.
Good, you have read it, so you can definitely contribute to it.
Yes, sir.
So my suggestion would be the same overlap and solution you could have highlighted in one page, putting
Okay, sir.
all the material topics 8 to 10 and then list them and put a best combo fit combo for the next system.
Okay, sir.
That's it from our
Yes.
side on this.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good
Thank
job
you,
done.
sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Don't take the negative ones, take the
No,
positive.
no, I'm taking positive. Actually, limitation of slides, 6 slides only, na, because of that. Otherwise, if 1 or 2 slides were allowed more, we could have,
Board,
no issue.
board doesn't have time. Always remember.
Yes,
Yeah,
correct, sir.
that is why I'm giving you slowly to increase.
Yes, yes, yes.
You understand the pressure of you have
Yes,
a lot of knowledge. You can place the whole, how many you said? 200 pages, right? 169 pages,
198 pages.
198 pages, and they repeated lot of stuff.
Yes,
So that also is a possibility, and 6 slide is also a
yes,
possibility.
yes,
You
yes.
would like 6 slide rather than those 198 page, which repeats in itself. Thank you very
Yes.
much. Let's
Thank you, sir.
go
Thank you.
for the next batch. Who is going next?
Should we go next? XB.
Okay, XB. So we are going descending order. Let's go.
Okay, so I'll just share my screen. Can you see the screen?
Uh, yes, I think I can see.
Okay, so we've chosen Reliance, and we have chosen three main frameworks and kind of looked at what
Raise
should
of
be.
hand, virtual raise of hand, everybody in one picture. Who all have done the job? Okay, one, two, three.
Acha, virtual.
Yeah, put virtual. Virtual is always better because that puts you straight on the top. Okay, good. Only three people. Okay, Prasanna was also there. Okay, good. And
Is there an option of raising half a hand?
Sunil was there, and then okay, he's not there. Swati. Okay, good. Okay, fine. So XB, go ahead.
Okay, so Reliance, a little bit of background on how they are performing in the ESG space. So I would say, like from the analysis, that they are like mid performer because some of the rating agencies like S&P Global and do not rate them highly, and there are many areas of improvement. While they are doing very good on the renewable energies sector, where they are investing a lot of money there, and also making use of the Make in India policy, and gaining benefits there and contributing to that mission. They also have a very impressive net zero strategy. However, there are many sectors in which they can improve. The first one being transparency. They're not very transparent about the environmental reporting, uh,
Your
and
slides
the net
are
zero
moving.
emissions.
The
So
slides
with
are
this,
not moving. Okay. And can you send the slide in the group? Let me refer it. Because
okay,
I have
okay.
not posted anywhere. Is it a PDF copy, PPT copy? Okay. Okay, got it. Continue, please.
Okay, so yes, so there were 20 main material topics. We've chosen three: risk management, diversity and inclusions, and economic performance. And this is because these three areas were meeting the sustainability and environmental goal of the company. And we have compared the main frameworks that were used in the ESG reporting framework, the integrated one, uh, across these main three topics. The main frameworks that have been used for regulatory purposes, BRSR, definitely in India, we cannot skip that. For global comparability, they are mainly using the GRI standard and using the integrated reporting framework, and focusing on TCFD for climate disclosure, which will then become IFRS as they both have merged. For the environmental emissions and impact measurement, they are using the GHG protocol, and impact measurement, a basic of UN SDGs is also given. They're also using the IPCC AR5 guideline at places that require quantification for environmental measurement. After we're presenting a comparison of the three main frameworks. We've chosen GRI, BRSR, and TCFD. And I'll hand over to to Makarand.
Yeah, so we sort of shortlisted three of material topics, that is risk management, diversity and inclusions, and economic performances. And of course, we have three frameworks here as GRI, BRSR, and PCFD. So if we talk about GRI with risk management, a GRI standard 10 to 15, that is, which is related to key impacts and risk opportunities, is being used here, and which is significantly described in the report as well. If we go forward with the diversity and inclusions, GRS standard 405 and 406, that is diversity of equal opportunity and non-discrimination have been used. In those 20 material topics, I think 14th and 15th point were about diversity, and they have achieved achieved the goals that they had set for this particular material topics. And if we talk about economic performances, GRI 201 and 207, that is economic performance and stats, were used. When it comes to BRSR, principle one were used for risk management, which was that business should conduct with integrity and ethics with complete transparency. And principle five, it promoted human rights, which is linked to diversity and inclusions. And if we talk about economic performances, sustainable value creation, there is principle six, and equitable development and inclusive growth were principle eight that were used in the reports. And as Alankrita described, there was not many disclosures about TCA, the climate part in the report. So basically, they dedicated risk management pillar with RMABC, and there were not many disclosures for the climate part in these reports. Yeah, next slide. Yeah, so before going into this slide, I just wanted to describe about the pitfalls and the strengths of the standards. So GRI, we talk about GRI with respect to Reliance. The pitfalls are breadth over depth. So the standards do give them a particular breadth, but it's not bigger than the depth part. It has a comparability issue when it comes comparing the other materialistic issues using the standard, and it lacks financial integrity when it comes to proposing these plans for the investors. And if we talk about BRSR, this it's not designed for communities and consumers. And of course, it's narrow. Its focus narrow. It's just related to the Indian market, and it's compliant to Indian market. And yeah, and if we advise for the best combination, I think these three standards which are really evident in the report, that GRI, PRSR, and IFRS are the standards that can be that are really a good combination when it comes to uh, providing the best sustainability report. So, yeah, that's it.
Very good. Very good. So in your group, you people have decided that only two speakers, Alankrita and Makaran, right? Last time also you guys only spoke, isn't it?
No. Prasanna and Makaran spoke,
Okay, perfect.
and
So
Indranil ji
Makarand is
signed.
that pivot. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay, fair.
so,
I think you can engage more people. That's a good strategy. And the group C, you could have observed that. By the way, I like that part that you have divided the work and two people have spoken. One more person definitely can speak. Now, coming to what went good, of course, you were able to find out the lacuna of their report. And well said that they have stick with the BRSR and which is only Indian compliance. Hence, sometime, I'm not saying this is the only reason and this cannot be only reason, okay? But one of those reason is they are sticking with only one framework. They are linking with SDG goals. In document you guys have seen, right? They are linking
Yeah,
with,
they have. Yes.
yeah, so every section they have SDG marker done. But no GRI, no mention of content index. They are not talking about ESRS. They are not talking about. Of course, they have nothing to do with Europe, but they sell all their petroleum product to Europe. How many of you know that? They refine and send it back to Europe.
Yeah.
They bring from Europe, refine and send it back. That's why India is getting banned by tariff. Uh, so they have to think through this, and they have thought through what I'm learning in 2025. They have looked into. Uh, GRI, how much they have used? Have you checked? They have used
Yeah, I think they have used for the energy sector. That is
energy.
GRI 302 one, that is energy consumption, total electricity and total fuel. GRI 303 for water consumption and water recycle. GRI 306 for waste directed, and GRI 403 for work related injuries. I think I found this four.
Yeah, so at least four they have done. Last year that was also not done. So this is the exercise for Team XP. Please look into 2022 and 2023 report as well as a sidewise exercise. Anyway, tomorrow we are starting a new topic. So just check those and report back in the group if you can find the same GRI standards were used in past or not, right? But good, at least they have started using and they are coming back because they were the leader with GRI reporting. But suddenly they dropped after BRSR becoming the centralist here. TCFD, how much of that they have used?
So
So
their
for some, uh,
go
On
on, go
that
on.
basis.
okay. Oh, no, no. So for some things, for basically risk management, I could find a couple of points where they were, and also the financial audit, income statement, and all of that. A little bit was given, but not in detail. So I couldn't find a lot of detail there. Indraji, you have to add something.
So basically, for material topics, they are depending on the BRSR. All the material topics they have disclosed as per BRSR. Maybe they're while doing the materiality, they have used GRI, but their disclosures are as per BRSR.
Very clear. So TCFD looks like I don't know means what I have seen and what I have reviewed. They do not follow TCFD and climate linked financial risk, and neither they have any plan to curtail that financial risk which may happen to their Kandla, Hajira plants, etc. What they are looking into there is environmental impact assessment.
So that is exactly why see, our recommendation was a combination of
Correct.
BRSR, GRI, and IFRS.
Correct.
Because the financial risk would be taken into account
Taken
in
into
the
account.
IFRS. And
Absolutely.
since
That's a relevant
TCFD and
trial.
everything is merging with IFRS, we went for directly for IFRS. No
No,
point
that's
in
what
using.
that exactly what I like. This is the trio. They have to reflect in clarity, which we'll be learning anyway. So anybody who gets a chance, specifically Bhumika, anyways, he's working with them, just call them and say that I will give you the solution. Yeah, Bhumika, and we will get that job. Uh,
To
this is the
shift
trio.
Bhumika to our group only. two
I
of
would love
the
to.
interns, two of the interns and the same group is not. This is pretty
Are
unfair.
they in the same
And
group?
with
No, no,
Mr.
we are
Abdul.
not in the same group.
Who
We are
told you
not
Acha,
in
that?
the
acha,
same
you're
group.
not the same group.
No,
Okay,
of
then it
course
is
not. They
fine. Then,
No, we
then
are
it's
wanted.
in
okay.
different group.
They wanted. In your group also we have Makrand, and Vishpute. So what else you need? Both of them really good stuff. Uh, Makrand has done on the same consulting assignment in Jalgaon, right, Makrand? Sorry, Makrand, I'm saying Vishpute, Prasanna. You did it in Jalgaon, correct? On agriculture
No,
side.
no, it was a thermal power plant in
Thermal power.
Bhusawal.
Bhusawal, not Jalgaon. Okay. So both station come one after other. So I remember Jalgaon. Yeah, Bhusawal is important. Right. Now, materiality depth you could have brought in better. Again, you missed that tabular format. You could have put all the material topics and mapped it. That would have helped. Impact IRO you could have done. Impact material, financial material, or both material you could have talked. Remembering like you talked about GRI code detail. You could have also shown in the which principle of BRSR they have covered. They required to report that because they answer the question answer, right? So
Yeah.
you could have mapped it then and there. तो नेक्स्ट टाइम से जरूर यू नीड टू लुक इनटू लाइक दैट ओके जीआरआई में ये कवर किया और यहाँ पे बीआरएसआर के इस क्वेश्चन पे भी कवर किया ओवरलैप एंड रिडंडेंसी यू कुड हैव इजीली फाउंड आउट लाइक स्कोप 1 to 3 जीआरआई 305 बीआरआई P6 प्रिंसिपल 6 अब कुछ लोगों को जार्गन लग रहा होगा डोंट वरी ऑल दिस वी आर गोइंग टू रीड डिटेल बट आई हैव जस्ट गिवन यू अ ट्रेलर खुद से आप स्ट्रगल करोगे देन यू नो वेयर इज द गैप एंड देन यू विल मेक श्योर दोज क्लासेस फर्स्ट यू अटेंड कितना भी अर्जेंसी हो फर्स्ट यू अटेंड एंड देन यू मेक श्योर दैट यू लर्न फ्रॉम इट ओके उस दिन नहीं गैप मारना है जो आपका गैप है लास्ट बट नॉट लिस्ट इज you have highlighted really well that what they should do but fossil fuel expansion net zero commitments इस पे उनकी स्क्रूटनी होने वाली है होगी कितने ही बड़े हैं ऑलरेडी उन पे स्क्रूटनी आ चुकी है I hope you guys are following current affairs. So even in this area, they will get scrutinized, right? So scope 3 कैटेगरी में कुछ नहीं कर रहे हो. How many you guys found out, right? Scope 3 में क्या रिपोर्ट करते हो?
No, no, I didn't find it.
Yeah, so that's the problem. Climate lobbying, transparency कितनी है, कितना ESG कमेटी उनका इफेक्टिव है, कुछ नहीं बताते हैं. So there is some stuff which आपको नहीं करनी है, लेकिन आपको मालूम होना चाहिए कि ये सब चीजें भी फाइंड आउट हो जाती है अगर आप मैपिंग अच्छे से कर लो कि कौन सा फ्रेमवर्क यूज करना है और कैसे करना है. ऑफ कोर्स. या सॉरी, गो
I
अहेड.
just wanted to just add one good news for all of our ESG practitioners. Actually, they know I was pretty busy all day. What was happening was I was analyzing Hellman's sustainability report. The reason being, though Hellman doesn't need to report Scope 3 in India, all the major manufacturers, automobile manufacturers have put in, since they are all from the next year, they have to use CSRD. So they have asked all their transporters and logistics partners to report their Scope 3. So though BRSR is only for top 150 companies, a lot of the ancillary units now have to start reporting. So there's a big scope for us from the next year.
Absolutely true. Good stuff. Good info. This will help a lot of people. Okay, so thank you very much, team. Good job done. Yeah. So second team also has passed the threshold. I was really
Sir,
worried.
I have a question.
Yeah, Shifa.
When a company publishes the sustainability report, who will audit it if it is in line to what is required? Which regulatory body does that?
Very good question. Indranil, बताइए.
I just answered that question today. There was a question about, actually, what I was doing was Volkswagen. We are one of the suppliers of Volkswagen. So they have a assessment form which every transporter needs to fill up. So there is a specific question where you have done your report assurance from. So for Hellman, I can say there are 1, 2 companies in Europe which is doing it. There is a company called Supplier Assurance, who does mainly for automotive sector. All your Maruti's, Hyundai's, your Volkswagen, Mercedes, all those companies, they have a specific questionnaire for automotive, and they do the sustainability report assurance in Europe. So there are other companies like that also. 4, 5 companies are there who are doing the assurance.
Who does it in India?
DNV करती है, DNV करती है, PwC करती है, KP.
These all audit firms are doing it. The top audit firms are
अभी
doing it.
लेकिन ये ओपन है, आप भी कर सकते हो कल शिप्रा इफ यू वांट, क्योंकि
Yeah, but
Sir,
SEBI is coming out with the guidelines. Just
Yes.
they're coming out with the guidelines.
sir,
Assurance.
I guess her question was different. She was asking about the rating agencies, not the assurance providers.
No. I was asking exactly what they
Assurance
do.
वाला.
ऑडिट रेटिंग एजेंसी तो बताया गया ना, सस्ट एनालिटिक्स कर रही है, मॉर्निंग
MSCI है, बहुत है, EDP है, सॉरी ये है आपका क्या बोलते हैं, इकोवैडिस बोल के एक है.
इकोवाडिस तो मतलब रेटिंग भी करती है and आपको सर्टिफिकेट भी देती है, CDP भी करती है, रेटिंग
CDP
करती
करता
है,
है.
तो वो तो क्वेश्चन
We are
नहीं है.
rated by CDP and EcoVadis.
But good job done, team. So team 1, team 2, well done. Let's go to team 3.
Yes, sir.
Okay, team 3.
I will be presenting. Just a minute. So we have framework analysis for Infosys ESG report for 2024 and 2025. Infosys had 2 reports. One was their ESG report, a core ESG report, and other they had data book where they have mapped and showed everything from which framework they have mapped which materiality topic and other details. So this is our analysis from group XA. The framework they have used mainly is for ESG reporting is basically they have used on a wider range GRI, and they have also incorporated SASB for software and IT services for the that technical part, and TCFD for climate related financial disclosure. BRSR they have used mainly, they have mapped it against all the topic and its principle, considering it as a mandate requirement for the country. And other global commitments they have referenced is CDP in terms of climate and water disclosures. And they have also mentioned and also validated regarding net zero targets, considering science based target initiative, also committed to 100% renewable electricity, and also map their business with respect to UN SDGs. And also they have also shown some progress, and their map it regarding their contribution for the UN SDGs. So this is the mapping of material topic with respect to framework. We have considered, we have, as said earlier, GRI, SASB, and TCFD are the mainly GRI they have used, and how they have mapped it against BRSR in each section. This we have done it. So general disclosure, it is mainly based into GRI, and also in BRSR they have used as a section A. Then material topics, so mostly material topics they have considered from GRI, and all the topics that we have here mentioned in the section, they have mapped it against BRSR. So all the topics cover BRSR compliance, but yes, some they are used mainly in GRI and SASB. For economic performance, they have also incorporated SASB for topics like energy emission. They have went for the TCFD, but TCFD they have used very on a very minor part. Mostly SASB for the energy and economic financial material topics. For the water and effluent, used GRI water management and mapped it with the water stewardship and the principle 6 of BRSR. Similar is for the other considerations. TCFD they have used in for the governance and risk management and data systems, customer privacy and data security, and IT management, climate data governance and quality assurance. So these are a lot of topics. This presentation you can go through it later. I have only covered the main parts. The top materiality topics they have covered in their ESG report in terms of environment is climate change, water stewardship, waste management, and carbon neutrality. They are also enforcing in the report that they would further go for the carbon neutral, becoming a carbon neutral company on a global level. Social, they have covered digital talent at scale, then workplace inclusivity. Although the report does lack much information on the inclusivity of the workplace, but still they have mentioned regarding it on a wider range. Then employee wellness and amplifying communities, that is their social part, doing doing activities for the social local communities. And governance part, majorly they have covered into corporate governance, data privacy, of course, because it is a IT management company, so they have focused on a detail into data privacy and information management. So their scope, strength, and pitfalls of all frameworks used is the scope is broad ESG coverage with quantified KPIs that is aligned with GRI, SASB, TCFD, and double materiality and companion ESG data book also they have given for the methods and assurance they have used. Strengths are sustained carbon neutrality and detailed scope 1, 2, 3, strong water, waste, circularity, board level ESG governance. Although their scope 3 part is still, we feel that it is lacking behind in terms of GHG emission coverage. And of course, cybersecurity and tech skilling, large scale skilling and tech for good. They are focusing on large scale skilling as well. pitfalls, as I said, primary scope 3 primary data depth can expand across categories because we felt that it is lacking on a larger term. Uh, if we consider the report completely, so GRI they have used as a backbone and complemented with SASB for the definitely software and IT services, mainly for the investor focused disclosures, TCFD for climate and BRSR for regulatory compliance in India. So the this four layered structure report ensures that they have technical completeness, financial materiality, and climate alignment and regulatory assurance. So as of from our side, we don't suggest any best fit framework, but we do suggest that the company should engage stakeholder and materiality in more detail, and also increase the quantitative scope 3 uh, for the in the report. That's all from our side.
Good, very good, very good. I think you have gone in depth and brought out some unique perspective here, no doubt about that. Uh, Input remains similar. You could have mapped it as I have given the feedback to others. What I liked is obviously the cross mapping depth which you have brought in. Okay. Uh, in terms of best fit recommendation. What I liked, four-layer architecture, which you said. Very good, well done. GRI was the backbone, SASP was the investor lens, and then TCFT climate and BRSR compliance. This is how you convince your board of directors to allow you to apply all four. Yeah. Once you give them big name, स्वच्छता अभियान, या क्लीनिनेस टू गॉडलीनेस, ये सब नाम देने से बहुत इम्पैक्ट आता है. मजाक में नहीं बोल रहा हूँ, मैं सीरियस भी बोल रहा हूँ. So sometime naming your initiatives does give a credibility to it. What secondly I liked is you have not only covered the what I have taught you, GRI, SASP, but also you looked into CDP. Yes, CDP of course cover किया है. SBTI, RE100, STG का लिंकेज कैसा है वो भी आपने हाईलाइट किया. सो गुड स्टफ. सेक्टर स्पेसिफिसिटी जैसे आपने TCSI स्टैंडर्ड की बात करी, वेल डन, वेल डन. SASB का TCSI standard means you have looked there and then, but you have advantage that you are working on a
Yeah, we had data book. So
yeah.
there they have mapped everything.
they
This
have
is का एक advantage है.
Yeah. So yeah, advantage. Yes, we definitely agree. That was the advantage, and that's why we could make that table really clear regarding where, which sector, and which section. Even they have mentioned which principle it is relatable. So that was our but obvious advantage.
Advantage.
Uh,
Yes. And they have said
or,
RE100 IFRS S2 भी बोला है विप्सा. CDP के बारे में बात करी उन लोगों ने फ्यूचर.
yes, exactly.
So this became
So
your strength because the company has done well,
yes,
right?
company has really done well. Yes.
ये इंद्रनील जी के साथ और उनकी टीम के साथ नहीं था. Why? Because BRSR ही फॉलो करती है रिलायंस and they are not covering all this part, right? So that becomes a disadvantage for him as a sustainability manager of Reliance as well. Okay. So, but that becomes the opportunity for any sustainability manager sitting there today. Yeah, or head of that. Area of improvement, what you could have done good is put that top materiality topic. डजेंट लिस्ट देम एक्सप्लिसिटली बट इन्फोसिस के की इशू को आप हाईलाइट कर सकते थे, जैसे डेटा प्राइवेसी, साइबर सिक्योरिटी इज वन ऑफ द वेरी वेल क्राफ्टेड डॉक्यूमेंट्स आई हैव सीन. ओके. सो दैट यू कुड हैव इजीली ब्रॉट इन. सप्लाई चेन का लेबर प्रैक्टिस भी बहुत अच्छा उनका रिपोर्टिंग होता है. सो अदर पीपल वुड हैव लर्न दैट, राइट, दैट हाउ दोज गाइज आर डूइंग and how we can adopt it. Water stewardship,
Sure.
etc. Very nice stuff. Impact material, finance material, again, if you could have done, it would have made a lot of sense. Provide a clear, and this is an input for your project. प्रोजेक्ट में यही करना है जो मैं आपको फीडबैक दे रहा हूँ. जब आपको कल के बाद, डे आफ्टर टुमारो, यू विल बी गेटिंग 1 वीक का ऑफ एंड यू हैव टू वर्क ऑन द प्रोजेक्ट. एंड यहाँ पे 1 वीक में एक ही पैकेट मिलेगा and you have to do it. So make sure that you do it very in depth. Okay. So that is what the requirement is. Maybe we'll take Monday as well, Monday or Tuesday, and then we will give them the packet. Now, क्लियर टेबल चाहिए था, वो नहीं है। जो मैं सबसे बोला हूँ, एक टेबल में आपको मैप कर देना था डेटा प्राइवेसी कौन कौन से स्टैंडर्ड में आता है, GRI 418, सासबी, TCSI, ये सब जो आपने करा है उसको आप पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक स्टैंडर्ड के अगेंस्ट बता सकते थे, जैसे टीम XB ने किया, राइट? टीम XA ने भी किया, XC ने भी किया, करेक्ट? एनर्जी मिशन के अगेंस्ट GRI 302, सास भी, एम्प्लॉय का 405, ये सब आप बात कर सकते थे। ऑफ कोर्स you have not call out their duplication on the scope 1 to 3 emission appear in GRI, SAS, BTC, FD, BRSR, सब जगह आता है वो। सो वो डुप्लीकेशन है, isn't it? सो हाउ टू ऑप्टिमाइज बाय कंटेंट इंडेक्स, उसका सॉल्यूशन क्या होता है? GRI का कंटेंट इंडेक्स यूज करके आप बोल सकते हो, उस पेज पे जाइए और चेक कर लीजिए। यू नीड नॉट टू राइट इट अगेन एंड अगेन, बट दे प्रेफर टू डू इट। आई थिंक दैट्स हाउ। एंड
No, they did it that way only. Like they
Yeah.
GHG emissions करके फिर उसके बाद disclosures को address किया है.
करेक्ट।
Emissions and then for each aspect of GRI or SASB, then that's there in scope 1, 2, 3.
मेक सेंस।
They've already done it. Like their data book was very good.
Yes, very precise and very
Yes.
informative. So that's why we could map that table really easy.
हाँ, इजी हो जाता। और स्कोप 3 IT हार्डवेयर, सब कॉन्ट्रैक्टिंग, इनके उस डेटा को लोग हाईलाइट नहीं कर रहे हैं।
नहीं,
Yes,
वही
small. There's
तो
like कि work from home system चल रहा है तो work from home से
कितना
how
इमिशन है?
how
yes,
emissions are working and all that. That
yes.
is like a tough task also to do, but it's not done properly yet.
हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू हैव सीन देयर RE 100 रिन्यूएबल का इनिशिएटिव? हैव यू सीन दैट RE 100 का, जो लोग रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी 100 जो फॉलो कर रहे हैं, उसमें एक सबसे बड़ा रिस्क है ग्रीन वॉशिंग का। यू नीड
Yes,
टू रीड इट वेरी केयरफुली। तो ये आपका टास्क हो जाएगा XC को, XA ग्रुप को, कि एक बार जाके उसको रीड करिए और हाईलाइट करिए कि ग्रीन वॉशिंग के चांसेस कहाँ कहाँ हैं। क्योंकि जो भी RE 100 फॉलो कर रहे हैं, सबको वो इम्पेंडिंग इशू है। क्योंकि आप क्लेम कर रहे हो, राइट, कि आई एम 100% रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी कंप्लायंस,
renewable.
बट रिन्यूएबल
Although they
एनर्जी
have
कंप्लायंस,
mentioned that around 78% of the target they have achieved till date.
तो उसमें
Uh,
78% ऑफ दैट,
77 or 78, I don't
जो भी
exactly
नंबर है,
remember.
बट हाउ दे आर
Hmm.
एश्योरिंग, भूमिका, दैट यू नीड टू रीड। हाउ
Yes,
दे आर क्लेमिंग कि 78% है। क्योंकि आप RE 100 के लिए है कि आपको 100% रिन्यूएबल है। जैसे आपको मालूम है, स्कोप टू का इमिशन, यू रिमेम्बर स्कोप टू का एक इमिशन है जो स्कोप 3 में जाता है, विच इज
Hmm.
वॉल्यूम ऑफ दोज प्लांट्स।
plans.
या अगर ऑयल एक्सट्रैक्शन हो रहा है तो ऑयल एक्सट्रैक्शन करने के लिए आपको प्राइमिंग ऑफ द पंप करना पड़ता है। तो वहां पे जो एनर्जी कंज्यूम होती है वो कौन सी है? आर यू गेटिंग माई पॉइंट?
At well
Yes,
to tank.
वेल टू
Well to
टैंक
tank.
वाला स्कोप 3 में एक इमिशन है जो ये लिंक करता है, कैटेगरी नंबर 3, राइट? तो वो इस RE 100 में चैलेंजिंग एरिया है। आप समझ रहे हो कि मैं तो क्लेम करूंगा मैंने रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी से किया, सोलर से किया, विंड से किया, बट विंड को बनाने के लिए तो कोई एनर्जी लगी होगी ना, विंड के फ्लैंजेस को, उसके पोल्स को। तो आप कैसे श्योर कर रहे हो 100% इज ऑलवेज ग्रीन वॉशिंग? तो ये आपका जॉब है अभी। कल तक आप वो रीड करिए उनका RE 100 का डिस्क्लोजर्स, थोड़ा रिसर्च भी करिए, ग्रीन वॉशिंग के कहाँ चांसेस है, सारे LLM यूज करके पता करिए, एंड टेस्ट देम, एंड टेल टुमारो दैट वेदर यू फील दे आर डूइंग एक्यूरेट रिपोर्टिंग 37 78 जो भी है, राइट, या आपको लगता है कि ग्रीन वॉशिंग दिख रही है। सो दैट्स योर टास्क, ओके, योर टीम टास्क।
sure, sure, sure.
Perfect. Now, good. So let's have a voting. And let me open the chat box. It's a fun exercise. You are not voting for people, you are voting for team and their performance. You can be competitive, that's but natural. Be but honest, right? Let me open the chat box. Okay, no, if I will open, then you will know who is rating whom. So I will not open, directly send it to me. Group 1, which is XC presented on Nestle. 3 क्राइटेरिया पे रेट करना है, उनका प्रेजेंटेशन कैसा था, उनका पॉइंट्स कैसे थे, हाउ द पॉइंट्स वर, एंड डेप्थ कितनी थी। तो ये 3 में आपको रीडिंग 1, अच्छा 1 to 10 कर रहे हो, ठीक है, 1 to 10 करो, एवरीबडी गो अहेड एंड 1 to 10 ऑन 3 थिंग्स। सो गिव मी इन सीक्वेंस। जैसे अगर 1 to 10 में आपने 10 दिया उनकी टीम वर्क को, तो 10 लिखिए। उनके 10 आपने दिया उनके कंटेंट को तो 10 लिखिए। समझ गए, रेस्ट ऑफ इट यू हैव अंडरस्टूड।
So what were the
What-
three
what-
points we have to do?
In sequence?
Yes.
That's the problem, right? The first one is the teamwork and the content, right, which they have produced. Second one was the logic or the sequence of presentation or the work which they have done. And third one was how effective it was. I have changed it, but let it be. How effective it was. Are you convinced with their pointers, their findings? Clear?
First one is teamwork plus
Teamwork और
content.
content दोनों एक ही में रखिए, teamwork and content. Second one is the logic and outcomes. Third one is their uh, third one क्या था, मैं फिर से भूल गया। Third one is effective.
Effectiveness.
Effectiveness.
चलिए, तो इन तीनों पे रेटिंग चाहिए everybody. If you have missed that, do the reading once again. Okay, I can see somebody has given team C 8.5. पहले पे 8.5, 8, 7.5 कंटेंट और टीम वर्क पे मिला है। 9 भी किसी ने दिया है टीम सी को। मकर 9 किसी और ने भी दिया है। मकरंद, यू हैव टू गिव ऑल थ्री, यू कांट गिव ओनली वन। ओके, ठीक है। प्रसन्ना ने भी दे दिया। आई कांट टेक द नेम्स, सो ओके। खुद को खुद से देना है तो लोग अच्छा मार्क्स नहीं दे रहे हैं फिर भी, राइट, फिर भी 9 है। ऑन एन एवरेज यू गॉट इट फ्रॉम 7.5 to 9, सो I should say 8, 8.5 is what your marks are, right? For teamwork and content, okay? Teamwork and content, 7.5 to 9. That's the range you have got. So you know where you have to improve. Second is
7.5
logic.
तो मैंने दिया हूँ, I'll just give him the logic. The 1.5 is just because of teamwork, because Abdul Azizji is the only person who is presenting, and so that is the negative point for the teamwork. Otherwise, what is going on behind, we are not a party to it. We don't know their group dynamics. But both this, since he was the only person presenting.
Very good. At least you gave him the straight. You have to
No
engage.
problem. We will motivate to some
You
other
have
to present next
to.
time, of course.
Yeah,
No issue.
you have to.
Actually, because of time constraint also, and that two reports that is of 9 to 300 pages,
I know.
reading, and some of our team members are new in this field, so
But उनको
whatever they
बोलना
will
ही तो
grasp.
है, स्लाइड
Yeah.
पे बोलना ही तो है।
Yes,
Sir,
yes,
I
yes.
am
Can get this
unable to
confidence
send
building।
any message.
Yes, yes. No problem. From
कॉन्फिडेंस
next time
बिल्ड होना
onwards, we
चाहिए
will.
भूमिका, और
Yeah, yeah.
आपको भी दूसरे को टाइम देना पड़ेगा। मतलब यू हैव टू गिव समबडी एल्स टू स्पीक, उनका भी कॉन्फिडेंस हैज टू बिल्ड अप, राइट? सो एक्चुअली आप लोगों ने लड़ना चाहिए अपने में, मुझे करना है प्रेजेंटेशन, मुझे करना, आप रिसर्च करो। सो मतलब वो पॉइंट नहीं है, बट दैट्स अ फीडबैक, वी हैव टू टेक इट ऑनेस्टली फॉर आवर ओन इम्प्रूवमेंट एंड आवर ग्रुप इम्प्रूवमेंट। आउटकम पे अगेन सिमिलर काइंड ऑफ है। आई बिलीव 8 मिला है आपको ओवरऑल इफेक्टिवनेस पे। ओवरऑल 8 मिला है, अप टू 9 गया है। सो आउटकम इज गुड। टीम वर्क पे किसी ने 6 भी दिया है, तो वो भी थोड़ा ध्यान दीजिएगा। मतलब 7 से नहीं था, 6 से था, और ऑफ कोर्स उन्होंने बताया इंद्रनील जी ने, तो वो आउटलायर है इसलिए मैंने कंसिडर नहीं किया। आउटलायर हैज टू बी इग्नोर्ड, बट फीडबैक इज स्ट्रेट एंड ऑनेस्ट, इट इज फॉर द बेनिफिट ऑफ ग्रुप, सो टेक दैट अकॉर्डिंगली। ओके, गुड। एंड लॉजिक पे ऑन एन एवरेज आपको 10 तक भी मिला है। ओके, सो इट्स गुड मार्क्स। सब कुछ लोगों ने आपको 8 भी दिया है, 9 भी दिया है, तो एवरेज 9 के आसपास आएगा। क्लियर? Okay, so that's the feedback for XC, Project XC. XB, second in the row. XB was Reliance. Report itself was really bad, but they did the justice, so consider that. I'm not saying be sympathized with them. Be honest, brutal as they were with you, and give them something to learn from.
The Reliance report was bad.
Report itself was bad, isn't it?
Okay. No, I thought that our report was bad.
That is what I said, that they did quite a hard work to bring out something from something which is not there. कुछ है ही नहीं उसमें, तो है ही नहीं ना। ओके, सो आई एम गेटिंग द मार्क्स। इंद्रनील जी, अपने को भी, खुद को भी रेट करना है, यू कैन रेट योरसेल्फ। ओके, आई कैन सी Somita was the part of the group, so she is rating really bad. Okay. अभी झगड़ा होगा है। ओके, सो लॉजिक एंड सीक्वेंस पे, टीम वर्क पे 8 मिला है आपको, जो कि मुझे लगता है ज़्यादा मिलना चाहिए। टीम वर्क वॉज गुड। लॉजिक एंड सीक्वेंस पे 7 है एंड 8 है। दिस इज वन पार्टी ओनली। ओके, लेट मी गो टू नेक्स्ट। Yeah, 7, 8, 8.5. This is the effectiveness people are saying was 8.5. Okay, so that's a good news. Some people have given you 9 even effectiveness में। अच्छा, ये खुद नहीं दिया हुआ आपको। ओके ओके ओके। ओके, लॉजिक इफेक्टिवनेस में किसी ने 7 भी दिया है, एंड टीम वर्क पे 8 दिया है, और लॉजिक पे 6 दिया है। ओके, खुद को खुद से बहुत कम दिया है भूमिका ने। तो अब वो भूमिका जाने क्या दिए, नहीं वो खुद नहीं है ना इसमें, वो तो एक ही ग्रुप मेंबर है। टीम ए, ओके, 9, किसी ने आपको 9 भी दिया है। तो पीपल हु आर इंटेलेक्चुअल आर गिविंग यू ऑफ कोर्स गुड बैड ऑल इक्वल मार्क्स, बट 8.5 आउटकम पे आपको ऑन एन एवरेज मिला, विच इज वेरी गुड इफ यू आस्क मी। गिवन द रिपोर्ट यू विच यू हैव इन योर हैंड, इफेक्टिवनेस अगर 8.5 है ऑन एन एवरेज, आई बिलीव इट वॉज रियली गुड। 9 भी दिया है कुछ लोगों ने, एंड अलंकृता ने, ओके can't take names, ओके ओके 8। तो वही है आपका 8, 8.5 के आसपास आउटपुट है। ऑफ कोर्स लॉजिक वाज आल्सो 7 and 8, एंड टीम वर्क वाज गुड, तो 8 and 9। सो गुड स्टफ। लास्ट ग्रुप पे चलते हैं। ग्रुप ए, सेम सीक्वेंस, गो अहेड। टीम वर्क, टीम वर्क पे कितना दे रहे हैं आप लोग खुद को खुद से? पहले खुद से खुद को दे दो तो पता चल जाएगा।
So I would openly say that I am very much disappointed with the teamwork of my own team, because today only I and Abhisha worked out for the whole report, and nobody could take time. And secondly, we also find that nobody has any experience regarding this, so we just get messed up around.
बट क्लास किया है ना, क्लास किया है तो क्लास में तो
हाँ,
कवर किया है ना हम लोगों ने, फ्रेमवर्क कवर किया है, मैट्रिक्स बनाया है, रेटिंग किया है।
नहीं सर, ये लोग थोड़ा थोड़ा अभी समझ रहे हैं, पिकअप आएगा, लेकिन वो 1-2 दिन के बाद।
और इनके
क्योंकि
ग्रुप मेंबर एक्चुअली,
अभी जो आपका लेक्चर होता है उसमें ये लोग समझते हैं, फिर वो बाद में वीडियो दोबारा देखना, फिर समझना और आपस में इंटीग्रेट करना, वो थोड़ा, वो हम लोगों को भी शुरू में फेस होता था वो प्रॉब्लम। अब धीरे धीरे वो समझ में आ रहा है, तो थोड़ा हमारे पार्टिसिपेंट, मतलब हमारे ग्रुप के लोगों में भी थोड़ा सा है। उनको वो रिपोर्ट पढ़ते वक्त उनको क्वेरी ज़्यादा आता है, और रिपोर्ट पे मतलब थोड़ा वो कंफ्यूजन ज़्यादा क्रिएट होने लगता है, तो इस वजह से थोड़ा उनको टाइम थोड़ा चाहिए।
ओवरवेलमिंग।
बट they will gain momentum, I am sure. Yes, yes.
यस अलंकृता, यू हैव समथिंग टू से?
Yeah, I just want to give a shout out to Makran because he's also new to this, but he analyzed everything. Though it was, I missed the class yesterday, I was just understanding the assignment only, and he did everything actually. So I just wanted to mention that he did all the research part, even if
चलिए
it's new.
मकरंद के लिए साइलेंट क्लैपिंग करो भाई। सब आदमी अप्रिसिएट, इफ समबडी इज अप्रिसिएटिंग फ्रॉम द ग्रुप मेंबर। चलो सारे ग्रुप से एक एक आदमी को सब आदमी नॉमिनेट करेगा।
यस, जैसे हमारे ग्रुप में भारत जो है, भारत ने मतलब उस पॉइंट्स को जॉट आउट किया, और सिप्रा मैम ने भी जॉट आउट करके एक पूरा एक रिपोर्ट 4-5 पेज का बना के, ये मेरा परसेप्शन है अबाउट दिस रिपोर्ट, दीज आर द पॉइंट्स आई वुड लाइक टू हाईलाइट। इसी तरह भारत भी एक HTML पे ही उसने स्लाइड बना दिए 5, कि डायरेक्ट स्लाइड HTML से ही दिखा सकते हैं। तो दैट वाज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। पवन जी थोड़ा मैसेज के थ्रू वो किया, अदरवाइज ही वाज बिजी इन द ऑफिस, कुछ उनका वो था शिफ्टिंग ऑफ ऑफिस, तो इस वजह से। एंड एट लास्ट सौमिता had sorted out all the points which has to be presented in the slides. So it was like this.
अब मुश्किल
But Bharat
है।
or Sipra ma'am, always they are, the moment you give the assignment, they are getting very active from that point onwards, like this.
मतलब सबको ही क्लैप करना चाहिए तो ग्रुप
Yes, sir.
पूरा को ही क्लैप आप बोल रहे हो।
Yes.
मुझे लगता है कि कोई दूसरा का भी ओपिनियन सुन लेना चाहिए। आप मॉडेस्ट आदमी हो, आप मॉडेस्ट होके सबको
मैं दो का बोला, मैं भारत और
चार
सिप्रा
बोला
का।
आपने, सौमिता को बोला, सिप्रा को बोला।
सौमिता लास्ट में पिक्चर में आती है, शुरू में वो असाइनमेंट बता के वो चली जाती है, फिर लास्ट में वो पिक्चर में आती है। इन बिटवीन भारत और सिप्रा मैम विल बी ऑलवेज एक्टिव
ओके,
लाइक
चलिए
दिस।
उन दोनों के लिए क्या किया जाता है। एवरीबडी प्लीज क्लैप फॉर हर, इंक्लूडिंग सौमिता। ओके, गुड जॉब। थर्ड ग्रुप, किसको अप्रिसिएशन मिलेगा? आपके ग्रुप में तो आधे लोग आए ही नहीं है
So
छुट्टी।
I would really highlight Abhiksha's effort because she has been putting lots of efforts today also in reading the report, in mapping out what to understand. Like, although we both are new to the topics, we both were trying our best efforts, and she is always active, considering the assignments and everything. Little bit of Vinit somewhere for the first presentation, but this time I would say it's all the credit goes to Abhiksha's effort. He made a lot of effort for the presentation, for mapping out the points and everything. Although we both ourselves were not really convinced with the final presentation, but whatever the time limit we had, we did it, and I really appreciate her efforts. So I would be very biased. I'm only highlighting Abhiksha's efforts in my whole team because all the other members have been really quiet for the whole day. No, nobody even put effort to check the presentation and respond to it. So I would really openly say that nobody other than Bipsa has taken any efforts for this presentation.
वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड, गुड जॉब। अविर्सा के लिए सारे आगे प्लीज क्लैप वंस मोर टाइम। शी डिजर्व्स इट, शी इज
Yeah,
ऑलवेज।
I would like to add that, see, it was really nice from Alankrita to mention my name, but Indranil and Alankrita did help me out here because I have just got the data and dumped it on the PPT, but she edited really well. And of course, Indranil sir guided us like what's the correct method to go with. So it was a genuine teamwork. It was not a solo work. So it was a good teamwork for my side. And even Prasanna helped us with some good insights with the report. So it's a good teamwork, I'll say.
आर यू
I
गाइस
would
सीइंग
I would
दिस?
like to add one small thing. The Makarand has been especially generous. My total input is there for this today's presentation at least was for maybe 2 to 3 minutes, not more than that. I was not available all day, unfortunately. It is completely the other 3, 4 people who have done it. My input is just one point, the IFRS. That is it.
That
So that
that
is the
made a big
single
difference,
point.
but that made a big
Nothing
difference,
else.
I'll say.
Nothing else.
We have a HR expert with us, okay? And I will ask her that have you seen such kind of bonding in team? And if your team has such kind of bonding in your company, do you see efficiency of that company will skyrocketed or not? What do you think?
No, absolutely not. I've not seen this kind of bonding ever, especially when we don't know each other, we haven't met.
Not a
And
single background. कभी मिलना
yeah,
ही
we don't even know each other's background. And uh, I mean, of course, we are getting to know each other now in the last couple of days. But especially when we are working remotely, because if I talk about myself, first of all, I have to understand the assignment. I have to understand what has been taught in the class because I'm so new to this, and then understand the assignment, understand the questions, what is exactly is asking me. Then I look at the report to see where do I today I called up Bharat and say, where do I look at the report, which report do I read. He explained to me, read this report. I was like, then I was reading the report, and I was trying to make some sense out of it, and then put it in a Word document the way I understand. So yeah, and then the team picks it up, and then they work on it, and they make a presentation. So this is amazing. I mean, this is really really great teamwork. But at the same time, Vivek sir, I have to say that last entire 1 week I have been feeling that you've just put us in the water and asked us to swim. We don't even know how deep the water is and whether we'll sink or we'll float. But yeah, I mean, this is an amazing different kind of a learning, especially a lot of learning from Abdul's presentation. I mean, we think in a certain way, we try to understand sense from what we are reading and the questions that you are asking. But when he presents, I'm like, okay, yeah, this is the way to present it, or this is the way I could have thought about it, or this is the granularity to which we should all think about. So this is amazing learning. So great teamwork, great learning, and
This is
great
why,
survival.
this is why I say I'm not the teacher of the class. I never act like that. It is a cohort learning. It's a completely flipped class. Each of you don't know how you are influencing the other. Your question might be influencing somebody. Your naiveness will influence somebody. Trust me, it is happening. People are saying, few of them are saying, right? The questions, the way she is asking is in making me curious about certain topics, right? एंड आप ऐसे आप इनोसेंट होके पूछ रहे हो, आपको नहीं मालूम है आप पूछ रहे हो, बट उनके लिए वो क्यूरियोसिटी एंड दैट्स कंप्लीटली अ गेम चेंजर फॉर आवर प्रोग्राम एंड दैट इज हाउ यू विल सी इफ दे नो ईच अदर, राइट। अविप्सा के बारे में भूमिका को मालूम है, सौमिता के बारे में अब्दुल अमजद को मालूम है, इंद्रनील के बारे में। आप देख रहे हो वो बॉन्डिंग आप इसलिए हो रही है बिकॉज एवरीबडी इज लर्निंग फ्रॉम ईच अदर। ये पॉसिबल ही नहीं है। पवन पवन अभी पीछे है थोड़ा, आई डोंट नो व्हाई इज नॉट स्पीकिंग, एंड कृष्ण पदौल तो थोड़ा बिजी रहते हैं, सो आई नो हिम, बट दीज टू गाइज एंड गोवर्धन हमेशा साइलेंट रहता है, बट ही इज अ गुड टीम प्लेयर। उसको जो रिसर्च मिलता है बहुत अच्छा करता है, सबको मालूम है वो।
Yes, sir. And so I am having a high hope from Govardhan for the next assignment. I hope Govardhan, although he wasn't able to do contribute today because of some his personal reasons, and he has clarified about it. But yes, I do expect from Govardhan a lot because
Yeah, sure, Bhumika, because I'm not feeling well also. I was traveling the whole
yeah,
week,
today
so
I
I
really
couldn't make
understand
it.
Govardhan your condition, and so I'm not putting it in that way, but just appreciating the efforts that
Yeah, I
Abhishek has
accept.
actually put in for the
Yeah, yeah,
presentation and the work. Yeah.
yeah, I
Otherwise, yeah, we
actually,
have worked together, so I know everyone's potential, and so that's why I am being very ambitious with the group, and so then we are not able to meet that. I feel somewhere like that.
Life
Even sir
happens.
may be
the
feeling
thing
that.
is, yeah, I accept completely, and all the credits for today's presentation to goes to you and Abib sir. And one more thing is, since there was this Ganesh Chaturthi, many of us traveling,
Yeah, yeah,
and
of course,
really the
I
weather was,
really agree that, but only
yeah,
being really critical so that everyone just have that
yeah,
enthusiasm
it's
again
fine.
to work.
Uh,
Nothing
Yeah,
else for
sometimes
us.
you
Govardhan,
should
Yeah.
be critical to bring out the
best out.
Best of
talent from
people,
within. No,
because
you
I
should,
know the
yeah.
members in my group have worked really well. I have worked with them. I have been in the total one whole course with them, so I know everyone's potential. That's why, nothing else.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Bhumika,
sure.
for encouraging them by criticizing.
Taken in a positive way.
Okay, good job. The point here is this is what we are learning for. ये तो अभी आप गियर कर रहे हो, ये प्रोजेक्ट चालू नहीं हुआ है। These are just
GST on EVs are going up,
GST or EVs are going up. They are increasing.
most
No, no.
probably.
Oh
2nd
my
September.
God. So that's a good news as well, which is very bad. But anyway,
The premium EVs. I don't know that there is
EV was very costly. Premium ones are very costly because of the battery pack.
battery pack, mainly the battery.
Coming back to the story. So, story is this, that this was just a playground. Still, we have not started. Work will start when you will start on the project. This is just a case study. So, ये तो अभी आपको क्या बोलते हैं, ट्रेलर भी नहीं दिखा है। ट्रेलर will start from materiality assessment when you will work on a live project. Okay. So be ready for that. You know where are the gaps. That's why I was very critical. I never give this kind of feedback, right? I never tell what you have to improve. Whatever you have done your best. Next time you beat your own self. But this time I have done that because I know what is expected from you at the end. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, and 25 page. Up to that, you are going to do a report. Okay, so last report will be even 40 page. Some people will bring. I know actually beyond that. तो उतना अगर राइट करना है तो कितना टीम वर्क चाहिए, कितना टाइम चाहिए, वो सब आपको डिसाइड करना है। ऑफ कोर्स गोइंग फॉरवर्ड यू विल हैव 1 week kind of stuff, but still it will be far less the intensity which we require.
You mean to say we are going to write reports?
You are going to write report and that to 40-45 page report. अब सोचिए अभी 3
It
पेज
will be group. It will be group work.
group
Don't
activity,
worry.
but you have to write
Don't
it.
worry about that. No, sir. Like I'll tell you an
Vivek
example.
sir, just
The moment you give us the assignment now, so our group members who are new members now, they try to focus and start working on that, and whatever through their bird's eye view is possible. They select the points and then they share it to us. So by seeing that, we sometimes feel, no, what are the areas they have attacked?
Hmm.
Maybe that is new to me, or that I missed in my previous
True.
presentation. So that gives lots of inputs and lots of encouragement. Like Bharat or Shipra ma'am, also Pawan also, they start whatever they go through the report and whatever points they can catch up, and they share it to us. So that itself is a teamwork, and that also motivate us that okay, these people are also trying their level best, and they are putting their efforts. That is most important thing.
By the way,
And through this presentation, they will slowly catch up, inshallah.
Acha,
oh,
Abdul
they
ji,
will definitely. This
sir, I just
program
wanted
will
to
make
ask one thing.
Sorry,
I just wanted to ask Abdul ji one thing.
go ahead.
If
Go.
you,
Hmm.
Acha, what did you make the presentation on? What platform?
This Canva you can make, no? Canva.
Acha, this is made through Canva
Yes,
only.
Canva. Yes.
Okay.
Canva you can use. There are several presentation.ai. You can use as many LLM you want. Today world is, and by the way, Canva has LLM AI now. So you just give them the words and it will produce a report for you, and then you correct it.
But
So
is it free?
no, of course it is paid one. It's professional. That not There is a team, there is a professional, and there is a basic which is free. So that one we will. You just put the input and you put the charts and graphs, and it will produce a good report. And it's better than Gamma. Gamma I am using sometime when I don't have time. And Gamma में issue क्या है कि it's the exact same template. Template is same. It will repeat itself.
और वो अपना मनमानी करता है, मतलब अपने
ज्यादा
कुछ नहीं, मनमानी
तो आपको करेक्शन बहुत करना पड़ता है, नहीं तो आप फिर आप फंस जाते
So
हैं.
Canva mein you can it self generates the different templates.
It will self-generate it. I
Okay.
have not tested it, looked into it in a demo. They have given us that it helps.
Okay.
Okay.
How's
तो आप लोग
Butterfly?
ट्राई करके देखो अगर किसी के
ना
पास है
Butterfly ना
ऑफिशियल वन.
beauty.ai बोल के भी एक शायद है
There are
ऐसा.
many, there are many. You can
ओके,
try in
तो आई
any
एम
of
But
them.
क्रॉसिंग माय टाइम लिमिट.
But
बहुत
after
पीपल विल
certain
ट्राई कि 51
slides,
घंटे
they
का
will ask
रिकॉर्डिंग
you
सर
to
आपने दे
pay.
दिया.
Like,
उनको एक्सपेक्टेड 1 घंटे का रिकॉर्डिंग.
I found this on the web for its
This Siri is getting activated. I don't know what. Okay, thank you very much. I think we have just started, but started well. So first module, I'm very happy. And now the real stuff will start. So gear up. एंड थोड़ा है ग्रुलिंग है. और मैं इंडिविजुअल नहीं लेता हूँ जनरली फीडबैक्स. But I am also human. You also should be human. You should not ask unnecessary leeway in program because it's not an individualistic program. Even though I want to make customize for you and I take care of you, but leeway at least ना लीजिए कि दूसरे का जर्नी डिस्टर्ब हो. राइट. सो वो थोड़ा सोचिए. आपको आपको भी एम्पैथेटिक होना पड़ेगा, मुझे भी होना पड़ेगा, और तभी हम लोग अच्छा रिजल्ट ले पाएंगे. और मैं जो दे रहा हूं, ट्रस्ट मी, इट इज वेल टेस्टेड, ट्राइड. एक आप लोगों को मालूम है, एक कंपनी है इंडिया में विच इज नॉट वेरी गुड.